Hi, I'm Juliana Sklosacek, the Artistic Director of the Merlin Players. I want to talk to you about our 2020 holiday show. Yes, we're going to have a season, and it's going to kick off with a production of Wrapped in Love and Glory, but it's a little different. We did this show on stage 4 years ago. It was a smash hit, and this time we're going to take and stream the recording of that show that we made at the time. You won't want to miss it. I know a lot of people said that they missed it at the time. We had a snow out one weekend and everything, but we're going to set up a way for you to download the show and to watch it at home on your computers or your TV or whatever. But first, we want to talk a little bit about how the show came to be, and the person to introduce for that is its author and playwright, Faribault's own Mike. What's your name again? Michael. Michael Lambert.
Hi, I'm Michael Lambert. I am a Faribault native, born and bred, class of '83. And I was approached by the Merlin Players about 5 years ago to come up with some ideas for a holiday show. I had previously written Sun Valley Christmas that was produced by the Merlin Players, and so in trying to come up with ideas, I contemplated that it was the 150th anniversary of the Faribault Woolen Mills, 150 years on the banks of the rivers here in Faribault, Minnesota. So in doing so, I was talking with Jeff Jarvis. Jeff is a local historian and the expert on the local mills in Rice County. And Jeff was telling me that about the period during World War II, where the women took over running the woolen mill while the men went off to fight in the war. So the local Rosie the Riveters actually saved the day, because the woolen mill got the military contract to produce hundreds of thousands of woolen blankets for the troops who were fighting in the war, keeping them wrapped in love and glory. That's where the name came from. So I didn't really write the show so much as put it together, because it is a combination of the history of World War II. It is the history of the Faribault Woolen Mill from its beginning, Carl Klemmer. I am friends with Dave Klemmer, a descendant of Carl Klemmer, who also gave me a lot of insight into the mill and the production process. It is letters that were written between loved ones, those who were here in Faribault and those who were fighting overseas. I found a lot of the letters online, and I also received some of the letters that a friend's father had written to his family. His name was Edward Talene, and actually Edward just died at the age of 96. So this is for Edward. And then there's the music. The music of World War II and that era is amazing, and we had a terrific trio that sung the heck out of that show under the musical direction of Doug Maddow. Can't forget Doug. And that was how Wrapped in Love and Glory all came to be, and the history of the woolen mill and the history of the war and the people that were involved in keeping our troops wrapped in love and glory.
And I am once again with you. Hello everyone, I'm Lisa Quimby, and that's just a sample of the music that you'll hear in Wrapped in Love and Glory. I was honored to have worked with two other wonderful women, Barb Piper and Gail Thompson, under the music direction of Doug Maddow. We had a great time working on the harmonies and working through the music. This show was very meaningful to me. This music was the kind of music that my mother and I would sing and dance to in the living room. And it was also important to us, our family, as my father was a Marine in World War II and fought in Okinawa and Guadalcanal. My mother came to this show and she really enjoyed the story and the music, and she understood all the challenges and the accomplishments that these women overcame during World War II. My mother passed away shortly after this show was aired, and it was very meaningful to us that she was able to come to that show and experience all the wonderful music and the memories and all of the wonderful things that these women overcame. We certainly hope that you do link into this video on this holiday show. I know it is unlike any other holiday show you're going to enjoy, but please do link in. Enjoy this wonderful show written by Michael Lambert, extraordinaire director and writer. So please join in, support the theaters, and we hope to see you on stage soon. Thank you very much.
Hi, my name's Heidi Nelson, and I am currently the Executive Director at the Paradise Center for the Arts. And I'm telling you that because 4 years ago, I walked through the doors and I walked backstage at the Paradise Center for the Arts because I was cast as Helen in Wrapped in Love and Glory. My good friend, Michael Lambert, wrote the play, and, well, I like to consider Michael my first husband. See, Michael and I went to high school together, and in high school, we were in the production of Fiddler on the Roof, and we were model and sidle, and we got married. Well, fast forward, I don't even know how many years that would be, 36 years, something like that, 35 years. And Michael asked if I would be interested in auditioning for a part in this play that he had written. I was over the moon excited and terrified. But it was the year that I turned 50 years old and I decided, what the heck, might as well try it. Well, I came to find out that this story that was written was about these women who had helped to take over the mill and really kept it running during World War II. My character had some sad parts, of course, and some happy parts. But it was really what I have really understood now, being an executive director during a time of a pandemic, that what we realize is that people will rise to the occasion. People will do the things that they need to do in order to get by. It was an awful time during World War II for the Faribault Woolen Mill. But these women came together, and they're the ones who collectively helped to keep that mill running. And what I understand is that, this is a little bit different for the Merlin Players to be not being on our stage this season, but it's wonderful that we have risen to the occasion and we're ready to do something a little bit different. I really hope that you enjoy this production and look back and see what it was like 4 years ago when we were all on stage together. We hope we get back there soon. Thank you so much.
So now you know a little bit more about how the show came to be. Now, if you want to see this show, we're going to start streaming the month of December. And so what you'll do is go to our website, and there will be a link there that you can click on, and it will take you to the setup process, and it'll be very easy to do all of that. The cost is going to be just $10, and you can have your whole family sit down and watch it for that. And we invite you to come along with us and celebrate the holidays with Wrapped in Love and Glory.